Well, finally got around to finishing my design on this router sled here. Had started an idea and built it out, but it wasn't as sturdy as I wanted it to be. I was just using those little 90-degree angle bars to hold this whole thing together, and it was like really flimsy and shaky. So saved up a little bit more and upgraded to this type of mounting bracket versus these little tiny 90-degree things to hold the whole thing together. They work out great for holding this and setting a level, but as far as keeping this thing sturdy and square, not so much. So another thing I did was I got these roller brackets. Because originally I wanted to just set the cross members here and make them stable and just have the Lexan slide in between the rails there, and that worked out good. But then I figured out, it's like, okay, if I gotta level a board, that means one of two things have to move. Either this has to move in this direction as well as this direction, or the board was going to have to constantly move, and that might throw off the getting the whole thing level. So this is where I'm at now. Everything's nice and square, rolls freely, slides smooth. The only thing left to do now is to get the router base mounted onto the Lexan, and I got to source those screws. Those are like almost like wood screws in there holding that on. So I got to figure out where to get the screws to mount that on there properly, and that'll be done. And what I did was I left these bars here a lot higher. So what I'm going to do is make a wood tabletop for it, and that is going to allow me to mount the router upside down on the table at that height. So I have an actual router, and as well as mount the spindle sander that Todd sent me upside down as a permanent fixture as well. So that is where we're at on progress. Just need a little bit more time and some better weather to get outside and make the top frame for this. Get it all set up and mounted, as well as source those screws. Once I source those screws, we'll be on our way, and this will be all set. It also makes it so it's pretty collapsible. You just take the 4 long legs off and you can stand it up against a wall anywhere, and it's out of the way. So it's not going to be taking up a lot of space in the tiny apartment here. So that is another project done and dusted almost. Just need to finalize and get the last little bit of screws and such like that. So onward and upwards, I guess.